Brought to you by Penguin.
Good Dirt by Charmaine Wilkerson. Read by January Lavoie.
To those whose stories are written in our hearts. Prologue. 1 month before. Shh, her brother says. She's giggling. She can't help it. She tears off pieces of sticky tape and hands them over. Just as her brother finishes with the tape, their mom calls from outside. One day she will remember them dashing out of the room together, fingers gummy with adhesive, and despite everything, she will smile. Okay, says their mother. Let's take this photo. She fiddles with her camera. You can't show up late on the first day of school. But her brother wants them to see what he's done. Mom, I want to take the picture indoors, he says. Can we? But it's so nice out here, their mom says. Behind her, the pansies and asters are in bloom. The rest is all green against the black blue of the Sound. This, too, she will remember. The beauty of that first home. How she thought she would never want to leave. Let's just do this, their father says. She looks up at her dad and reaches for his hand. They follow her brother inside and into the study. When their parents see the old stoneware jar, they laugh. Great, big belly laughs. That's what her brother was going for. He's put a baseball cap over the top of the jar, and on its front, he has taped a handlebar mustache cut out of paper and colored in with a black marker. On the table next to it, he's stacked a couple of textbooks. She and her brother haven't forgotten what the jar represents. Who made it, where it comes from, how very old it is. Their father and his father before him have made sure of that. But in their home, they don't treat the jar like it's an antique. They treat it like a member of the family. Her big brother takes up his position next to the jar and leans in close for the snapshot. Say cheese! Now it's her turn. Then their mother sets the camera on a tripod, and they take a group photo. And thank goodness for the memory. Because you never know, do you? Part 1. Shattered. 2000. Later, the retired couple would tell the police they had run over to the Freeman place after hearing the shots. Their exact words would be, "Shots rang out." But that was just a phrase that people of their generation had picked up from watching television. On the TV news, people were always saying, "Shots rang out." In the old detective shows, shots were always ringing out. At the box office, Rambo and the Terminator and Serpico and Shaft had all made buckets of money by making shots ring out. But this was real life, in a town with one of the lowest crime rates in the nation. Few people around here had a vocabulary suited to a situation like this one. The space between houses being what it was in these parts, it was unlikely that anyone else living along Windward Road would have heard the shots, which did not, in fact, ring out so much as make a dull crack-crack sound. It was unlikely they would have heard the splitting open of the antique jar when it tumbled from the table in the study. Nor could they have heard the thud of the victim's flank against the floor when he fell. What the neighbors heard for certain was the screech of the van's tires as the panicked robbers tore out of the driveway and took the first road north away from the shore in the direction of the country club. The neighbors had been collecting seeds from their coneflowers and black-eyed Susans. It was that time of year.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?